What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We had a little live before lock action for Sorare NBA Game Week 27. If it's your first time here, do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hang around, hang around. We're riding solo tonight. Should be a little bit entertaining. I'm going to do my best. This might be a little bit more of a condensed show, too, just because I am riding solo and we're battling the elements today. We're a little under the weather, so we're going to see what we got. But do me a favor. Let's get started with this. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. You can throw Ice Tray into the chat for your shot at a rare tier card giveaway. The winner of last week's hasn't received their reward yet, and I'm just throwing it out there because I had two people once again immediately message me saying they won because people are pieces of shit. But it's good to be back. It is good to be back. We got another fun slate. For game week 27, the same types of contests again, right? So nothing too freaky deaky, nothing exciting. We're still rolling out our contenders, our champs, our underdogs. That's all we got. That's all we got for this game week, but should be a fun one. We got a bunch of solid games this weekend and a ton of injury news like already coming in. So should be a fun one. And again, if it's your first time here, the way this is going to roll out, we will break down some of the injury news. Oh, look at this is for Trey. This is for Trey right here. We're going to break down some of the injury news. We'll go over some of the projections using our friends over at Momentum Labs. Then we'll get to some of your questions and answers. Going to do my best to hit them all, and then we will give away a rare tier card and get the hell on out of here. But I appreciate everyone being here. We'll get to this giveaway here in a little bit, but why don't we go over to our friends over at Underdog and let's break down some of this injury news that we've gotten because it's been hot and heavy. The injury news has been hot and heavy. Also, we'll need some help from the chat if you guys start seeing some injury news. Hit me up with that ish. Hit me up with it. Let me know so that we can break it down together. I'm going to share this whole thing so it's easier to flip around. So here you go. You see, we got Giannis is probable. Trae Young has been ruled in. However, after getting ruled in, they did say he was going to be on a minutes limit, a minutes restriction. What's always so frustrating about that shit is that it's really hard to know what that looks like because Trae Young in 32 minutes, not bad. Trae Young in 18 minutes, pretty bad. So all this really does is kind of hurt the entire Atlanta situation outside of everyone but Jalen Johnson, which sucks because it's a great matchup against Dallas. I would love to be attacking this, but I really don't know what to do with it. But Paul George was a late Q tag. He left the game the other day with a groin injury. Returned to the bench, and then all of a sudden later this afternoon got a Q tag, so it was pretty frustrating. Kyrie Irving, who got hurt a couple games ago and said, hey, I'm actually fine. I'm not going to miss any time, has now missed 2 consecutive games. Zion Williamson has a Q tag. We got Jabari Smith Jr., who I thought Jabari Smith Jr. got ruled in, but I think that's not so fast. He's questionable. Clint Capella for the Hawks is available. Malcolm Brogdon is questionable, which will obviously would prop up our boy Anthony Simons, which we were pretty excited about. Trey Jones got a late Q tag as well. Some other Mavericks news for those of you who are in the Derek Lively streets. Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell are out. So I imagine it's Lively, and then we got our boy, who's the other feller? Richaun Holmes, right? So I imagine those are the 2 bigs that are going to get most of the minutes over there on the Atlanta side of things. Again, we get the Trey news. Man, the Atlanta stuff sucks because I really do want to attack this matchup. On Houston, we already mentioned Jabari Smith and Jayshawn Tate is questionable. I will say when both of those guys missed the last game, because you already have Tyree Eason who's out, we did see Jalen Green have a really solid game, but honestly, this is just Şengün to the moon. That's how I feel. Charlotte still without Mark Williams, no timetable to return, which is a huge pain in the ass. Huge pain in the ass. We also have Kyle Lowry has been ruled out. He's not playing yet. LaMelo Ball's been a little rusty coming back from injury. On the Phoenix side of things, Bol, RIP, he's still out. Eric Gordon is questionable. But then you got Booker, Bradley, Beal. They're all good to go. That crew's good to go. Indiana, they're still without Halliburton. Jalen Smith is questionable. Everyone else is good to go. We already talked about the Paul George situation. Zubac still missing time. Toronto is without both Jakob Poeltl, who's supposed to be back soon, and Emmanuel Quickly, who is also, hey, Ali, yes, I already made an update. I'll figure it out when I get there, but it's a huge pain in the ass because I got multiple people creating multiple accounts, and it ruins the giveaway for everyone, including me. Emmanuel quickly being out is, and Allie, if you're the real Allie, I'm sorry that you were on the receiving end of that. And I know people are like, oh, I'll send you my ID. I really don't want to waste time doing that. Can't stress that enough. But on the Raptors side of things, with no Emmanuel quickly, I does like Bruce Brown is kind of intriguing. I do like Scotty Barnes quite a bit too. He's going to pop as one of the best value plays today. I think when we look at it, we get Eric Gordon is available. There you go. For the Orlando Magic, Markelle Fultz is back. Jonathan Isaac is back. Gary Harris is still out. Memphis, look at this shit. So Santi Aldama is still questionable. Luke Kennard, not on the injury report. Desmond Bain, Laravia, Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose, Brandon Clark, John Moran, Steven Adams, all outskis. Tristan Thompson taking the into the veins a little bit too seriously, right? He got suspended. I love this matchup for Cleveland here. Still no Garland, Mobley, Chai Jerome. Bucks, we got Giannis probable. We already talked about Zion. Sharp is still missing time. So if Malcolm Brogdon does miss, give me the Simons, give me the Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, just hold your nose and press play. Victor Wembanyama's not on the injury report. His minutes are getting increased too, which is sexy, sexy, sexy. All right, I think that's it here. Yeah, Tom, I did. I like that. You tagged me the Killian Hayes brick to 3. It was brutal. It was brutal. A couple other things. Kristaps Porzingis, who rolled his ankle last night against the Miami Heat. He has been labeled doubtful for tomorrow's action. Just want to make sure you got Hartenstein, who missed the most recent game. He's questionable for Saturday. Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, and Nikola Jokic are all probable for Saturday. I think that's most of the Saturday news that we have. And then if other stuff comes up, we can get into it. But that's what we got so far through the Case Jones, the injury news, all that fun stuff. So let's head over to our friends over at Momentum Labs. We can dive into some of these projections here, see who's popping off them sheets and who we're going to play. I'll actually show you before we get into the sheets just what I'm rocking with, because I like to show off my lineups and it's my show. I can do whatever I want. So here we go. For my limited contender, we're rolling out Markelle Fultz, Aldama, Nembhard, Xavier Tillman. I actually might move Xavier Tillman out, and Jalen Duren. Our limited champ, though, I'm very excited for the limited champ team. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Şengün, Scotty Barnes, Anthony Simons, and John Konchar. We're going back to the Konchar and rare contender. We get Scotty Barnes, Markelle Fultz, DeAndre Ayton, Konchar, Santi Aldama. My rare champ is just leftovers. I got to do the rest, but that's what I'm rolling with. Let's go into Momentum Labs. Again, I know a lot of people have been firing questions already. I'll get to them questions after we kind of rattle off some of the players who pop. Does this mean the guy who asks about Luke Cornett every week might be onto a good play? Sneeps, you out there. It might be Luke Cornett season. Why are you all alone today? Our TST's traveling this week, and I think George has a birthday coming up this weekend. I think that's why. All right, let's go. So looking at the sheets here, you see Damian Jones. I'm not going to be tricked into Damian Jones. You can fuck right off with that. Drew Eubanks has been getting a little bit more usage there for not usage, but more minutes. He's got a cap of 8, projects for just under 13. You see Keita Bates-Diop. Both of those guys get a few extra runs there with no Bol. Alexander Vescoff, he's supposed to miss. He's not playing, so I don't know why he's projecting right there. He's not playing. Garrison Matthews, who TST would like to shout out. But as we're seeing, that zero. Oh, Jabari Smith Jr. is out. Thank you, fellers. Thank you, fellers. No Jabari Smith Jr. But yeah, looking at this, the 0 to 10 range, I don't feel good about any of it. Like if you're trying to fill somebody in, I guess you could go the Garrison Matthews route. But this is before Trae Young was ruled in. So no Garrison Matthews here. Sorry, I'm just going to do a quick refresh to make sure I didn't miss an update here. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't play Garrison Matthews. So really in that 0 to 10 range, I don't like any of it. I really don't like any of it. I mean, I guess you are playing Damian Jones for Cleveland. Not me, though. Let's get into the 11 range, though. That's where we get some fun stuff. So John Konchar, we already listed all of those Memphis bros who were missing the game. So Konchar continues to project really well. He has a cap of 11, projects for 23. You got Marcus Sather. He's got a cap of 11. He projects for 15. That's pretty sexy. Let me actually check for Richaun Holmes. I'm going to go check out our boys over at over at Top Tier Projections, just because I know they might have updated it a little bit more recently. Rashawn Holmes has a cap of 8 with a projection of 11, so that's off the table. Forget that I even said it. All right, the 13 range, you see Roddy, Najee Marshall, whatever, Matisse Thybulle. None of that's too sexy. Thaddeus Young still projects okay for Toronto, who's like really thinned out. Cap of 14, projection of 19. With Jakob Poeltl coming back, it's probably the last game we can play him. Harry Barnes has a cap of 14 with a projection of 18. Moses Moody's still not back yet. I will be excited to play him when he comes back. Maybe come back. Nembhard, cap of 15, projection of 21. Same, almost 22. Same thing as Plum Dog Millionaire Mason Plumlee. Both of those bros have 2 games this game week, so we'd love to see that because we don't see a lot of teams with 2 games this game week. The 16 range sucks. 17, we got Patty Will and Dorian Finney-Smith. Both of those pop. Okay. The 18 range, you see Cole Anthony, Caleb Martin. Both of those are humming. Markelle Fultz, we talked about, Santi Aldama. Andrew Wiggins' cap is 19. I cannot believe it, but 19. He projects okay. And then when we get up to the 20 range, you see Jordan Hawkins. Now, I don't know. I'm surprised Hawkins actually projects that well. I'm going to go back over to Top Tier just to double check that. Yeah, cap of 20, projection of 28. Momentum Labs has him for 30. So Jordan, maybe I'm missing an injury. Or I don't know, but Jordan Hawkins projects well. Jack Woodward, go to momentumlabs.app, and then you got to get behind that paywall, baby. Tell them Team Hold sent you. All right, so that is in that range. Derek Lively here is a cap of 21, projects for 25. I would say he projects for 29 now, as long as Jason Kidd don't fuck around with it. James is back-to-back for the Pels. Last time he went wild when everyone sat. That's true. I mean, Hawkins has been playing good basketball. I just didn't know if he was getting enough minutes, but I do love a little Becky. All right, here we go. Cap of 21, we mentioned Lively. Onyeka Okongwu's fine, but here you go. Draymond Green's cap is all the way down to 22. I remember George mentioned him a while back while he was still going to therapy. Draymond, not George. I don't know George's mental health, what he's doing. But when Draymond was in therapy, George was like, hey, his cap's going to be pretty low when he comes back. And he's still coming off the bench, but he's okay here. So cap of 22, projection of 31. Luke Kennard, we already talked about. Dennis Schroeder is a little bit interesting with no Emmanuel Quickly, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. I almost went out and scooped them, but all those Raptors caps are just high enough that they're unplayable. But Brandon Miller probably could have threw him right up, could have slapped him right on the thumbnail, because Brandon Miller, the rookie from Charlotte, the 2nd overall pick, is popping off thanks to both good basketball and good trades by, well, I don't even know if it was a good trade, but by trading Terry Rozier, Brandon Miller's going to get a little bit more run. And this is one of the few times where like his price is propped up a little bit because he projects so well, but he's going to continue to be a good play moving forward, because I think they're going to move more guys. Miles Bridges, that piece of shit, sounds like he's definitely going to Phoenix. I'm sure PJ Washington's going to be on the run. Super Carl says Cam Whitmore. Yeah, I think Cam Whitmore is a really good call. So his projection's probably not updated because that Jabari Smith just happened. You also could see Amin Thompson. The only tricky part is Dylan Brooks is back, and the last couple of times he wasn't back. So I'm not really sure what that looks like. But anyways, TJ McConnell is still there. Cap of 23, projection of 29. Spencer Dinwiddie, Cam Thomas, Dario Saric, and then Gary Trent Jr. All fine plays in the 23 range. 24 range, we got Russ rocking the baby. Cap of 24, projects for 28. Wendell Carter Jr., 24, projects for 30. At 25 range, DeAndre Ayton is scary, but he projects well. So does Walker Kessler Ranger, Jabari Walker, all fine. 26 range, Daniel Gafford has a cap. Yeah, nobody really pops actually over here until you get up to 27, and then you got a question mark. Malcolm Brogdon. We don't even know if my guy is going to play. Malcolm Brogdon projects well. So does Jonathan Kuminga. And then Vince Williams Jr. I love Vince Williams. He's been playing really good basketball and he's getting paid, baby. Got that dimes. Anthony Simons, cap of 28, projects for 34. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if Malcolm Brogdon misses this game, bump that up like 6 more points. I'd get him right at 40. I like that a lot. And then when we get to 29, Derek White, we saw him have a solid game last night for the Celtics as they blew the pants off of the Miami Heat. And then here we go. Jabari Smith Jr. already ruled out. We're just going to like scroll for the dark green as we move up. Jeremy Grant, again, if Brogdon misses, that's more shots for him. Give him a couple more points. In the 31 range, you see Devin Vassell, Chris Middleton, Miles Turner, all project similarly. You got Chet Holmgren's cap is all the way down to 33. Jalen Duren's projections finally, came back to life a little bit here. Cap at 33, projects for 37.5. But here it is, Scotty Barnes, baby. Scotty Barnes. There we go. Cap at 35, projects for 47. Lock and load. We the North. We love that. Jalen Johnson, I know he doesn't project great, but I love his ceiling. His caps just come up a little bit. And then you see Kobe White, De'Aaron Fox, their caps are way down. DeMar DeRozan's solid play. And then that's really it for the big boys. And then it's just kind of all studs, right? So that's what we love to see. So let me catch up a little bit here and take a sip of water because your boy is dying. Do me a favor, if you haven't done it yet, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put Ice Tray. If it is your first time here, we do this show Monday and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, right before we get into lock, the live before lock. We also do 2 episodes a week of value hunting where we break down the slate, look for some cheapos. And then we also have Shot Tank on the channel. We got a bunch of shit going on. So stick around. Let's get us. We're at 681 right now. Let's get this ish over 700. We'll give away 2 cards if we can get 19 more subs. All right, let's get back into these questions. I'm going to do my best to get I'm going to miss some today. I'm telling you, because I'm doing too many things at once. But I'm going to start with here. No, I'll start with Bosey. Tillman or Beasley, what do you think? They've been weird with Tillman, man, because Tillman's getting outplayed by everybody else. He's got a cap of 19, only projects for 15. Beasley, on the other hand, you can see him right here. He's got a cap of 19. He projects for 20. So Beasley projects a little bit better. Either of them make me nervous. Thebo's saying I'm playing Cam Whitmore or Amon Thompson as my 5th pick. Who would you pick? Man, I don't know. I mean, do you want to pray up, say amen? Or do you want to yell scam Whitmore if it doesn't go well? I actually think I would lean Cam Whitmore here, but it's pretty damn close. Taylor's saying Bruce Brown, Jordan Poole, or Derek Lively. I think I would rank them Bruce Brown, Derek Lively, Jordan Poole. I like the potential of Bruce Brown running a lot of point guard with Noah Emmanuel quickly tonight, and he just could do a lot with it. I know Scotty Barnes can run point too, but I think I'd go Bruce Brown, Lively, Jordan Poole. What do you think about DeJounte Murray? I'm nervous about DeJounte with he's going to cap at 36. I would ding this projection just a little bit. Let me actually let's check it with he's got a projection of 44. I don't know if this is including Trae Young. I mean, Trae Young's back, but he's got a minute restriction. I think he's fine. I don't think he has that like 60-point upside that we saw with no Trae Young, you know? Jericho Sims. Oh, God bless you, sir. Jericho Sims is not projecting here. Let me double check. Top tier here. Jericho. Yeah, Jericho's not projecting. I don't know if they're assuming that Hartenstein comes back, because if Hartenstein comes back, Sims is not playable at all. He's not. Pick one: Jaylen Brown, Mikal Bridges, Claxton, Gobert, or Ingram. I think I would go Ingram on this one. Although there is the concern now, right, that he might sit the back-to-back. But Brandon Ingram has a cap of 35, projects for 35. Man, you could talk me into Jaylen Brown. I only have 1 game this game week. He projects for 30. Yeah, honestly, Jaylen Brown. No, it's Claxton. Claxton has the best projection, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. So good luck with you. Roy says how to go next to Luka and Brandon Miller. Balance, Şengün, Simons, Aiden, or all in Giannis, Derek White, Eubanks. Wow, Roy, that's pretty close, man. I think I'd go balance because I really like Şengün, Simons, and Aiden. They're all in like pretty good spots tonight. I think that's what I would lean. I think I would lean that, even though it is kind of fun going all in. Halliard's saying Fox and Brogdon or Ingram and Anthony. I don't trust what I'm seeing from De'Aaron Fox lately, and Brogdon's questionable for tonight, so give me Ingram and Anthony. Desumu or Herb Jones. All right, let's see what Io projects for. He's got a cap of 22, projects for 25. Herb has a cap of 22, projection for 21. It's Io. Derek White and Andrew Wiggins, or Conchar and Fox. Okay, this one I would take Fox, though. The upside on Conchar and like Conchar could outscore Andrew Wiggins. And once you make that assumption, you've got to go with that one. So there you go. Do you think Norm Powell is good with PG questionable? Yeah, I do. I think Norm Powell and Russell Westbrook both get a boost. I would definitely want Paul George to sit, though. If Paul George is playing, I like it a lot less. I'm not sure what time that game is and if we'll have that information, but I do like Norm Powell if he sits. Ibrahim saying, which trio is better, SGA, Harrison Barnes, Nembhard, or Anthony Simons, DeJounte Murray, or Conchar? Wow. Give me the first one. Give me the first one. I want the upside of SGA there. Is Scottie Pippen Jr. not getting projected that great due to Luke Kennard coming back? Yeah, I think that is part of it. However, when they sign these guys to 10 days or the 2-way contracts, they tend to give them some run. So I think I would limit Scottie Pippen to I would limit it to underdog contests. That's what I would do. Is Isaiah Joe playable? Just pulled him today. I do like Isaiah Joe. He's going to cap a 17, projects for 16. I wouldn't roll him out this game week, but he is a sharp shooter. Ian says Jaylen Brown, Siakam, or save cap for someone else and go amp. I love Siakam tonight. I know they're on a back-to-back, but they're playing Phoenix, and Phoenix has been getting lit up by bigs. And Siakam looked awesome last night in their game. He's going to cap at 37, projects for 37. They do have 2 games too, so you have the bailout if it doesn't work. But Ross says, any idea why Aaron Holiday is projecting that low? He played 27 and 29 in the last 2 minutes. Well, Holiday, who he plays for Houston. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good question, Roth. Maybe you're onto something. I'm not really sure. Tillman, Asar Thompson, Scoot, or Wiggs. What's Asar at right now? That's the one that I'm interested in. He's going to cap a 19, projection for 20. Scoot projects a little bit better for him. You know what, Super Carl? This is what I would do, man. I would just bank that Brogdon's going to not play this game. They have 2 games this game week. Do we have a back-to-back situation too? I'm not sure if it's a back. Actually, we can check this over here. 2 games. It's not a back-to-back. All right. Yeah, if there's no Brogdon, I love it. What do you think about Kuzma against the Pistons? Says Pato. I like Kuz. Kuzma playing good basketball. Cap at 34, projects for 35, but I think he can get north of 40. Any reason why Fox is projecting high? Well, because here's the thing, Barster. Like, Fox is usually a guy whose cap is like 45 to 48. So now that his cap has come all the way down to like 33 or 36 or whatever it is, that's part of it. Gafford and Ayton or Brogdon and Carter Jr. I'd go with the first one, Leon. I'd go with Gafford and Ayton. Best player for a max cap of 20. All right, let's go. I'll give you a couple just because of pricing. So Markelle Fultz projects the best. I know people get nervous about it, but I really like Markelle Fultz. They got 2 games this game week. PJ Washington's pretty solid too. They have 2 games this game week. So PJ, Jordan Hawkins, Markelle Fultz, Siakam, Santi Aldama, if you think he plays, and then Caleb Martin and Dyson Daniels, both solid plays down there. And then you can go down a little bit further to Patrick Williams or Dorian Finney-Smith too. Common Man says Herter, Nolan Powell, or PJ. I'd go with PJ, baby. You want to know why we're going with PJ? Because we need to take a drop so I can take a sip of water.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
There we go. Roy said, is Westbrook a good play if PG sits? Yeah, I think so. I mean, sometimes it's like Clipper roulette, right? Because they do have such a deep bench, and it could be a Powell night, it could be a Russ night, but Russ definitely gets up there. Dominic, what's up, Dominic? Lillard, Curry, LeBron, or Brunson? I'm done playing Steph Curry, man. I think I would rank these LeBron, Brunson, Lillard, Curry. Although, how many games do the Lakers have this game week? LeBron has a cap of 41 project. They only have 1 game. What's Brunson at? Steph has a cap of 40, projects for 43. Brunson has a cap of 46, projects for 43. What about Dame? I don't really like playing Dame. He's got a cap. Yeah, I think I'd stick with it. LeBron with 1 game. Kuzma or DeJounte? I think you got to take DeJounte there. Kawhi and Lively or Cat and Jalen Green? Wow. You know, I want to say Kawhi and Lively because that's got a ton of upside. Jalen Green looked awesome when they were missing those guys last game. And Houston plays Charlotte, right? Give me Cat and Jalen Green. Do you think Trey plays both games on the back-to-back? Reese, your guess is as good as mine. I'm a little bit nervous with this minute limit. I just talked about Scoot, so I maybe I'm behind, but yeah, Scoot's good. Scoot's good, especially if what's his name sits. If why am I blanking? If Brogdon sits. Patty Mills is not projecting on the sheets at all. Let me check top tier here for a second. He projects for 0 as well. No, you can't play Patty. Oh, Patty's on the Hawks, right? You definitely can't play Patty. Can't play Patty because Ice Trey's back. Best play for a cap of 10. Ice Trey, dude, there's nothing down there, man. It's gross. You can go all the way down to a cap of 4 with Damian Jones, but this is what you're looking at, right? Cap Damian Jones, Keita Bates, Jop, and Drew Eubanks. Those are, and even Grady Dick, you could take a shot on those 3. Let's see what else. Derek White or Turner for champion. Give me Miles Turner, even though I love Derek White. I love that matchup of Miles Turner against the Pacers. You got Dyson Daniels, Santi Aldama, or Harrison Barnes. Vasco, Santi Aldama is the best play of those 3. You just got to hope he plays. See, this is how bad Fox has been doing this year, is that we're asking questions of Jalen Dern or De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, Jalen Dern or De'Aaron Fox. It's still De'Aaron Fox. It is De'Aaron Fox. Um, let's see what else we got. Do you think Plumlee will finally score? Yeah, Johnny. This is the Plumlee week, baby. Nick Claxton or Kobe White. So Claxton, I said, was the one he's going to cap at 37, projects for 37. Kobe White is down here, cap at 36, projects for 41. Bulls only have one game this game week, but so do the Nets. Kobe White's been awesome, man. Lock and load Kobe White. Is Vassell a solid play to replace Jabari, says CG? Yeah, I think Devin's good, man. I love this game at environment for him tonight against Portland. He's going to cap at 31, projects for just under 36. I like that a lot. Yes, John Conchar is a great pick this game week. How about Grant Williams and JP this week? I literally can't think of who JP is. Grant Williams has cap at 13 and projection at 12, but maybe he plays some big because of no Maxi Kleber, no Dwight Powell, Bobby, but I actually like Common Man's thought of Derrick Jones Jr. maybe playing some small ball 5. Oh, Jordan Poole. Yeah, good luck, baby. Good luck with Jordan. I mean, Jordan Poole projects fine, I think, but I just don't trust anything Jordan related. He's going to cap at 24, the projection of 27. Let's see. Draymond or with 1 or Lively with 2. I mean, Draymond projects a little bit better, but I'm kind of excited about this. I really want some money. I want some money on this Atlanta-Dallas game. I think there's neither of those teams play defense. Dallas is coming off a weird loss against Phoenix. I just feel like we could see a lot of points in this game, and I think it's going to be close. Who knows? Maybe we get some overtime action. So I think I would I'd roll the dice with Lively. Hey, and Draymond can get kicked out of a game any day now. Miles Turner or Devin Vassell? Whoa. All right, let me look at Turner's projection. Fuck it. Let's go Devin Vassell, baby. Let's go Devin Vassell. I love my boy. So yeah, Sasser is fine. Sasser projects okay. He's got a cap of 11, projects for 15. Maybe he gets hot behind 3. Yeah, we can look at Beef Stew. We haven't looked up at Isaiah Stewart. Cap of 23, projects for 21. I saw he moved back into the starting lineup in the most recent game. I like that. Tommy Walker is asking about Keldon Johnson, who has a cap of 26, projection of 23.9. We got Common Man saying if Lively doesn't get in foul trouble, he's a double-double tonight. I like that. Tillman and Duncan Robinson or Norm Powell and Vando. Good Lord. All right, so let's look at let's look at Duncan. Duncan cap of 20, projection of 7. Dude, you gotta go Norm. Norm and Vando. You just hope Paul George sits, Chris. Considering Kyrie is out, Hardaway or Buddy. I love Hardaway. I think, again, same thing. I'm going to lean hard on those Dallas games. And since we're there, let's go. Hardaway's going to cap at 28 with a projection of 28. I'm happy to, I think he'll surpass that. Jaden Hardy, on the other hand, isn't really projecting here. Let me check top tier. I like doing some backup. He projects for cap of 15, projects for 17. So you get that going. Do you think I will regret to sit Jabari Walker in Brogdon is out? What? Do you think I will regret sitting Jabari Walker if Brogdon is out? Is that what you're saying? No, I don't think they have the same. I don't think they correlate, They play different positions. Buddy Hield or Jalen Green? Give me Jalen Green here, Roy. Let's see. All right, CG saying pick 2 between Denny, Kuminga, Horford, and Ayton. So let's look at Denny's been playing really well, but his cap's up there is 28, projection of 29. Kuminga, though, so Kuminga's 1. You got to plug in Kuminga. Horford tomorrow should be without Porzingis. Let me see what Horford is over here as well. Well, no, same exact projection. I think I would go. I think I would rank them Kuminga, Denny, Ayton, Horford. Vando with 1 game versus Golden State. Yeah, I think it's fine. Can we get Kuminga a new barber? No, you know why we can't, Jamie? Because he's been playing awesome since he got that whack haircut. Speaking of whack, do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Ice Tray to qualify for the giveaway. We got 137 of you in here, but only 113 entrants. So get that done. Let's go back over to Twitter. Let's see if we got any sort of more injury news. Ooh, for tomorrow, we see that Tobias Harris is questionable. Tyrese Maxey is questionable. Also, hey, I know we were talking about the Rockets quite a bit. Jayshawn Tate being able to play, I think, does impact Cam and Amen a little bit. That's more minutes, okay? That's more minutes. Okay, let's see. Let's get back over to the projections over here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna check. We're gonna check underdog just to see how close these contests are to fill in because we gotta get some more contests in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some more contests up in here, baby. What's this close to? What do we got here in the main one? Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. All right, cool. Let's go back to the projections here. I was catching up on this stuff too. Giannis or Shea? It's Giannis. You want to look up Franz Wagner? Franz, I need his minutes to be. How are there four Franzes? I need his minutes to be lifted a little bit more. But cap at 38, projection at 38, Roy. So I think you can roll with it, rock with it. Cole Anthony or Santi Aldama or Cam Thomas. I like Santi Aldama the best if he plays, but he's questionable. So if we look at Cole Anthony, he's got a cap of 18, projects for 24. Cam Thomas has a cap of 23, projects for 27. So I think go Cam Thomas, Santi Aldama, then Cole Anthony in that order. Pick one duo, says David. Turner and Roddy, Ayton and Fultz, or Hadaway Jr. and Nembhard. Give me Ayton and Fultz. I know Ayton is terrifying, but I don't know. Maybe he shows up to try to dominate in Wemby. And Markelle Fultz projects great. What do you think of Bogdanovich if it's going to be high scoring? Listen, Bogdanovich was playing better when he was coming off the bench. So maybe Trae Young coming back is good for Bogey. Let's see. Let's check his projections over here, but I don't know if it's going to include Trae being out. He's got a cap of 31, projects for 29. Let's see what he does over here. Cap of 27, projects for 33. So yeah, I think you can. Wait, why? Oh, I was looking at Boyan. Sorry, excuse me. Cap. Yeah, I think. Bogdan's fine. I think Bogdan's fine. All right, Johnny says Embiid, Sabonis, White, Ayton, Plumlee, or switch Sabonis for Durant and White for Vassell. What the fuck? All right, so okay, this is what you could have said. All right, Sabonis for Durant. No, I like Sabonis this game week. We can check Durant's. Let's just look at this. So Durant has a cap of 49, projects for 43. You look up Bone, cap of 50, projects for 47. And then Vassell and White. Yeah, I think I'd go Sabonis. I think I would go Sabonis and Vassell. Wendell Carter Jr., Derek Jones, or Dick Rich. Give me, man. So Wendell Carter, I think it's Wendell Carter is going to be the play. Wendell Carter is the play. We don't have to look up the rest. Wendell Carter, give it to me. Josh Green, is he projecting well? Yeah, because there's no Kyrie, right? So we got Josh Green as a cap of 17, projects for 17. What about over here? We see Josh Green, cap of 17, projects for 20. So he projects fine. I don't think he's going ham, but he projects fine. Do you trust Conchar in a champ lineup, or is he more of a contender play? I've got him in one of each. I think you can do it. I think if it makes your champion lineup work well, I think you can roll with it. Jonas and dominating. So we've looked up Ayton a couple of times. Ayton's going to not Gary Payton, but dominating, has a cap of 25, projects for just under 30. My name is Jonas Valanciunas, has a cap of 28, projects for 28. So Ayton projects a little bit better. Do you think Cade being back helps or hurts Duran and Ivy? I think it takes some of the playmaking responsibility away from Ivy. Like Ivy's been doing it all. He's been doing it all. And I think it's actually better for Duran. I think Cade plays well with Duran, right? Duran's best stretch of the year was with Cade at the beginning of the season. So yeah, give me, I think that helps Duran, hurts Ivy a little bit. Good question, Reese. PG's available to play, RIP Norm. Oh, baby. We love that from my underdog bags. Sabonis or Donovan Mitchell. I do love the matchup for Donovan Mitchell tonight against Milwaukee, even though he shot so poorly in the first matchup that will correct itself. So it is going to be, give me Donovan. They both teams only have one game, so give me Donovan. Brandon Miller. Yeah, Brandon Miller's awesome. We talked about Brandon Miller earlier. If you have Brandon Miller, you're playing Brandon Miller. He's probably priced appropriately, though, so I want to go out there and, like, rip him, buy him, but he's fine. All right, we're going to rock for maybe, like, 8 more minutes or so, and then we're going to get on out of here just because we're rolling solo, and I'm crushing these questions. We're rolling right through it. Is Strus a play solely based on guard against Milwaukee? You know, though, he doesn't do a lot of the playmaking, right? So I'd be more interested in Donovan Mitchell and Karis LeVert than I would be Strus. But I think Strus is fine. I just wouldn't be like, oh, they're playing Milwaukee, we're going to light it up. That's a good question too, Magnum. He's going to cap at 23, projects for just under 25 for those asking. Thoughts on Lamar Jackson this weekend? Well, it's Hershey. My bags are packed of Lamar Jackson. So, I don't know. Let's, I hope it goes well, man. I need it. PG has a minutes restriction. God damn, man, that sucks. I don't need that. I don't need that energy, you know? We're also up to 682 subs, 18 more. Let's get 18 more. Let's hit 700. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. And then all you got to do is put hashtag Ice Tray into the chat for your shot at a giveaway. All you have to do. That's all you got to do. Yeah, Grote. Trey is on a minutes restriction tonight. I'll actually go back over to Twitter, see if we got, excuse me, wow, a burp right into the microphone. That's unlike me. So Paul George will have a minutes restriction. You know what, coach? I want these coaches to tell me what the minute restriction looks like. But George is available to play, and Trey Young got the same thing. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. There we go. Dustin, Mike Soran. What's up, Dustin? White, Giddy, or Abdia? Rank them. I think it's going to be Derek White in first. Let me just double check. Oh, Jack White. White stripes. Derek White is a cap of 29, projects for 35. So that's 35, the leader in the clubhouse. Giddy projects for 25. Denny projects for 29. So give me Derek White. Give me Derek White, who played, again, really good basketball last night against them Heat. Also, Dustin, how are you feeling about those Lakers, man? I feel like the vibes are off over there again, but that's okay. Make a couple moves, you'll be ready to go. Be ready to go. What else you guys got for me, bitches? Fire up. We got a couple more questions. We got a little bit more time. Zion's questionable, and they have a back-to-back this week. And is it crazy to play Najee? No, Trevor. I think this is the big brain shit I'm talking about. This is why we come here today. This is why we come. Najee Marshall already projects okay. Cap of 13, projection of 15. I also like, man, when they are shorthanded, he does a lot. So I like this a lot. There we go. Hell yeah, Manicato. Halliard saying Simons and Dennis Herder or Harden and Conchar. Give me Harden and Conchar. Especially if Paul George is on a minute restriction. Maybe we get one of those turn back the clock James Harden games where he just goes for like 40 and 12. But that does make me like Harden and Kawhi a little bit more. So, yeah, I'd go with the second one. Roy, we got Mitchell, Vooch, Turner, Hield, and Norm. Won't get me a reward in rare champ, huh? It might. Mitchell could go for 100. Here we go. Dustin says vibes are a mixed bag. Optimistic about the trade deadline, given we made moves last year and hit Western Conference Final. Would be good with Murray if we got Bogdan or Capella included. I mean, Bogdan would be great. Bogdan, if you got Bogdan and Murray in a deal, Capella's fine too. I guess AD would like that. Yeah, I hope you guys make the move. Trey Jones questionable. Is it good to play Branham? I think that might be too big brains, Debo. Although I don't hate it. I like Malachi Branham. Malachi Branham likes Malachi Branham. That dude chucks when he gets some minutes. But they're extending Wemby's minutes a little bit. I don't know. I'd be a little bit more hesitant. I can pull him up and see if they've got yeah, they don't have him projecting. We'll check top tier too and see if they've got him projecting at all. No. I think that's probably too big brain, but I like where your head's at. Beal or Zion? Give me Beal just because he's playing. Beal has a cap at 34 with a projection of 33. Zion Williamson has a cap at 34, projection of 36. I kind of think Zion's playing one of these two games, but Beal's probably the safer play. Schroeder or Gary? Give me Dennis Schroeder. Turner or Duran? I know we answered that one earlier. I think Turner has I spelled it wrong. Turner has a cap of 31 with a projection of 35. Duran has a cap of 33 with a projection of 37.5. So Duran projects a little bit better, but it's close. Jamie says Simons or Hardaway. If Lucas sits the back-to-back, he's going to take a million shots. I think I'd lean Simons here. I like the thought, but I think I'd go Simons here. Saw GST. Oh, he's getting into the super rare now. He's good for us now, right? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's why I didn't show up today. He's like, I couldn't hang out with you pores anymore. Sure, D'Lo continues his hot streak. He might. I mean, D'Lo has been playing really well considering they are shipping him out. But I get it. Good stats, not necessarily good basketball. All right, gang, we're going to wrap it up. Let's wrap this ish up. Last call, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hashtag Ice Tray for a rare tier card giveaway if you win this thing. Also, I could adjust my settings on Twitter. I didn't think I could do it. You can now DM me. So if you win this thing, shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian, or you can join the Discord. Appreciate everyone hanging out for this bad boy. Best of luck this game week. We get a little extra time to get your lineups in, which is nice, right? And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then after this is over, we got 2 other channels, baby. We do a daily show Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. breaking down a bunch of NBA hoops. We have some fun over there, so check out our Team Hold channel there. We also have Team Hold Sports channel, which you'll see if you're looking at our channel. Go subscribe to both of those because you got to pump those numbers so we can make it rich. And then I'll make it rain. Then we'll start giving away super rares. You know what I'm saying? And then go check out our Playback Bros too. You can go watch some hoops on the Playback channel. So with Weisberg and Sneeps. But appreciate everyone being here. Here we go. Let's see who's taking it home. Who's taking it home. Hopefully it's not a spammer. And then Allie Tan, if you're still here, I'll make sure I get you after we lock here. It's going to Ellery Liley. Congrats, Ellery. We love to see it. Movie recommendation. You know what? No, I won't give you a movie recommendation, but you know what I just started watching? New series on Netflix called Griselda, which Sofia Vergara, who it looks nothing like her. I've only watched the first episode of it, and that's pretty good. And listen, I'm deep in the True Detective weeds. I'm so deep in the True Detective weeds. I've listened to multiple podcasts about it. So, and I'll give you a podcast recommendation. Tim Livingston, who we've had him come on the show before, and he did a great podcast that's called The Whistleblower. That was about Tim Donaghy, and we talked about it. It was great. He just came out with another podcast called The Raven, and it's about the Ray Lewis murder trial. So really, really good. That's only a couple episodes. Go check that out. I haven't watched American Nightmare yet. I haven't. I'll get into it. All right, we got to get out of here. I got to go get some dinner and then go to bed. I'm exhausted. Ellery, make sure you hit me up, Ellery. Congrats again. Best of luck this game week. Have a great weekend. Go Ravens, go Lions, so that my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. We out.